fellow creatives, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. You're gonna love it here. We make different tutorials, fashion tutorials, DIYs, and even natural hair content. So if you know that is what you like, please make sure you subscribe. And also, if you're not new and this is your second time here, your third time here but you're not subscribed, please subscribe, okay, so that you don't miss out on the content. And also, once you subscribe, you could also turn on the bell near the subscribe button, so that you get notified anytime I post a new video. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy my content and all of that. So yeah, for today's video, we're going to be making this beautiful top. I love the top because it's so easy to make. Like I said, it's really beginner friendly, and it's just one of those kinds of tops that you just make when you just have like material just lying around and you don't know what to do with it. So yeah, that is like this kind of top. So yeah, I really love it, and it's really fun and really easy to make. So yeah, if you want to know how I made this top, keep on watching. So for this tutorial, you're going to need 1 yard of fabric. It could be any fabric of your choice, it doesn't really matter. And then you're going to need your elastic band. You're going to need the small sized elastic, and then after that you're just going to need the basic tools for sewing, which are your tape roll, your pins, your scissors, your chalk, and then your straight ruler. So let us get straight into cutting. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to fold your fabric into two, and after that you want to mark the length of your top. So I wanted my top to be 11 inches, and then I just added one inch for seam allowance at the top, because I'm not going to fold the top at the bottom. So yeah, so that made it 12 inches. So as you can see, I'm just marking that point and making sure that they are the same at all the sides. And then as you can see, the length the width of the dress, I just made it 60 inches, so that we're gonna have two panels, which is the front panel and the back panel. So the front panel is going to be 60 inches and the back panel is going to be 60 inches, and it's going to be 12 inches long. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, once you just folded your material into that, then you could just start cutting, and that is it for the cutting phase of this tutorial. Okay, so once we've done that, the next thing for us to do is to cut our elastic. So how do you get the measurements that you're supposed to use for your elastic? Around your shoulder and around your chest, like that measurement, as you can see that I'm showing you now, you just need to remove 4 inches on from that measurement. It depends on you on how tight you want your top to be. So yeah, then after that, the next thing you want to do is that you want to join the two panels together at the side, so that you have like a long strip of fabric. Then after that, this is the phase where you would normally overlock your fabric at the top and at the bottom, but because I do not have my overlocker, isn't really working at the moment, so I just went straight into the sewing of the tunnel that we would pass the elastic through. So as you can see, I'm just making like using my eyeball to just make sure that the seam that I'm creating, the elastic would be able to pass through. But usually you could just like turn it over and make sure that it is 0.5 inches or 0.75 inches at most. So as you can see, I'm just going to do that all the way from the top to the bottom. This is quite a lot because material is this thing, so I just so as you can see, it's neat and it looks nice. So yeah, we're just gonna start putting the elastic through the tunnel. Okay, so in order to put the elastic through the tunnel, you could either use your bodkin. So this is how you put your bodkin. You know, you put the elastic into the big hole and then you just push it down into the, you know, really small hole. Or you could use your safety pin. You know, you could either just, you know, put your safety pin in like so. So, you know, it depends on you on if you have a bodkin, but if you don't have a bodkin, then it doesn't really matter. You know, you could just use your safety pin. So as you can see, I want to use the bodkin, so I'm just going to start using the bodkin. So I'm just going to start putting it into the hole, into the tunnel. But what I like to do is that in order for me not to be able to, you know, like lose my elastic inside the tunnel, I like to, you know, pin the other end of the elastic on the fabric at that point, so that, you know, I would be able to, like, you know, ensure that the elastic is not just going to, you know, enter the tunnel and then I'll have to, you know, start over from scratch. So that is just one tip that I like to do when I'm passing elastic through a really long hole, because as you can see, like, it's a really long tunnel. So, you know, in order for you not to allow your elastic to get, you know, stuck in the tunnel, you know, that is one hack that you could use. Okay, so once your elastic has come out from the other side, you just have to, you know, tack the elastic there, as you can see. So as you can see, I was done with that. I was done with tacking the elastic to the fabric at both sides. So the next thing for me to do, you know, is to join the two sides together with the right sides facing each other, and then, you know, just sew straight down at that point. And then after you're done with that, you want to turn your fabric over. So you could either leave it like this, but in order for, you know, because, you know, it's a crop top, so if you're wearing it and you don't want your bra to be showing, this is a hack that you could use. So what I like to do is that I like to get my bicep measurements. I have a tutorial on how to get all your measurements, so it's going to be linked up there, and it's going to be in the description box as well. So you want to get half of your measurements, half of your bicep measurements. So my bicep measurement was 11, so the half of it was 5.5. So I just marked 5.5 from the side of the top, and then after that, what you want to do is that you want to make it, you want to mark 6 inches from that top, from the top of that point there. So, you know, it's actually supposed to be 4 inches, you know, but because, you know, this top, we could either, you know, make it an off shoulder top, or we want to, like, you know, put it on our shoulder directly, as you can see on the screen. So it's best for you just to leave, you know, 6 inches. But, you know, traditionally for off shoulder tops, we usually leave 4 inches. So yeah, that is it. So as you can see, I'm just, you know, gonna sew straight down from that point. So I just used my pinking shears, you know, to finish the raw edges of the material, but it depends on you. You know, you could either decide to, you know, fold it in. Alright, so that is it for this tutorial. As you can see, it's a top that you could wear in 3 different ways. It's a really basic top, but, you know, it's kind of like a staple. You know, if you have this top in like different colors, you know, you can just pair them with different things, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was simple enough for you to understand, you know, especially as a beginner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.